Okay, somebody sent me this great question. Here we've got a trig equation, sine of x is equal to 0.65. We're supposed to solve this, and they want all the solutions from 1/2 pi to 9 over 2 pi, or 4.5 pi. So as you know, trig functions are periodic, so whatever value you pick, between -1 and 1, they're going to have infinitely many solutions. So when they ask for a solution like this, they have to tell you what interval they want the solutions on. So let me take you through my solution on this one. So here's the equation, and here's the interval that we're trying to find the solutions for. Okay. Now, I always think of this as there's two base solutions. That's in the first 365 degrees, the first 2 pi radians. And when I do the inverse sine in my calculator, it gives me this first quadrant solution, the 0.708. Okay. And then I know that sine is positive in both the first quadrants and the second quadrant. So if I take this same reference angle and move it into the second quadrant, it's going to give me another angle that will also give me 0.65 when I take the sine. So I just draw this line in the second quadrant, make the reference angle, and then all I have to do is figure out what this angle is. And all I do to do that is I take pi, which is, the 180 degrees, right? And I subtract this reference angle, and that gives me 2.43. So if I rotate 2.43 here, I'm going to get another angle that if I take sine of it, I'm going to get 0.65. Okay, so I've got two. I've got this one going 0.708. That's the first quadrant solution. The second quadrant solution is 2.43. Okay. Now I'm going to have a ton of other solutions, but all the other solutions just come from taking a full revolution of these two base solutions. So like if I take 0.708 and I rotate it another 360 degrees or 2 pi radians, I'm going to get another solution. And same thing with this one. If I take 2.43 and I just add another 2 pi radians on, I'm going to get the same solution but rotated, more. Okay, so now all we want to do now is, so we kind of know where all the solutions are going to be. We need to find out where exactly they kind of want the solution interval that they're talking about in this problem. So they want all solutions that are between about 4.7, I'm rounding here, of course, because of pi, and 14.137. Okay, so now I just go and make my list. Here are the two base solutions that I found at the beginning. This is the first quadrant one. This is the second quadrant one. If I add 2 pi to the to 0.708, I get 6.99. If I add another 2 pi to that, I get 13.27. Another 2 pi, I get 19.56. This could go on and on forever, but we're not going to want solutions with angles that high. Okay, and then I do the same thing with 2.43. If I add 2 pi, I get 8.72. Add another 2 pi, I get 15. Add another 2 pi, I get 21.28. Okay. Now all I have to do is decide which of these solutions are in my solution interval. So I just kind of copied that same table, but I want from 4.72 to 14.137. So that's this part of the table, the circle that's circled in red, these three solutions right here. So those are the ones I'm going to pick when I go back to my choices on Khan. Now, like in the second decimal place, some of my answers differ by 1/100th, but that's just because of the rounding. So I think 6.99 was one, 8.72 I had 8.71. I would select A, I would select C, and I would select 13.27. I would select F. So I hope that helps on this problem. Those are tricky.